Hello and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. Now remember in the previous episode I said that the game was an absolute beast to run. The reason it kept crashing is because that I had Firefox open and it was being a bit of a memory hog. So once I shut that down, we're back up and running. So here we are, we've embarked, and what we can see here is 7 dwarves and some chickens clustered around a wrecked wagon, surrounded by trees on a small raised hillock with much larger trees all around it and some objects. If I press K, I can take a look around. Now here, up in the top right there, you should be able to see what we're looking at. Currently dense dog's tooth grass. You don't just have grass in Dwarf Fortress. You don't just have a tree. You have a citron tree sapling. We have a pomegranate tree trunk. If I jump up a Z level, you can see there's the tree's branches and there's its canopy. However, the item I'm particularly worried about is this one. Brown recluse Spider-Man silk. Now in Dwarf Fortress, some of the animals out there are in fact animal people, which is quite amusing when your fortress is surrounded by Batman. But in this case we appear to have Spider-Man, and I'm not sure this is your friendly neighbourhood Spider-Man. So that's an initial concern. We've got Spider-Man, brown recluse Spider-Man leaving webs all over the place. Slightly worried about that. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Over here we've got a worm. The amount of detail in this game is, as you will soon see, utterly ridiculous. Here we have another type of grass, carpet grass. Some lice, oh lovely. And a slug. If I said this was both the best and the worst game, that's why. Things like that. Anyhow, what I want to do is do some mining. I want to get these little beardy alcoholics safely underground. So they're at the top of this hill at the moment. If we drop down a Z level, you can see the inside of the rock. That's good. So back to the main menu, I'm going to do some digging. Now in most city builder games you directly control what's happening. In this game you just tell the dwarves what to do and hope like hell they do it. It's all a bit hit and miss. Anyway, it's designation, and then D again for mine. So I am going to start by having them dig out a nice long corridor like that. Then out of that menu and we press space to resume. And oh, there they are. 2 of our dwarves are miners. They have got picks and they are digging well. Let's pause again. Good work, little persons. Now I'm going to be wanting a trading hall in this entrance area, but I don't need to worry about that just for now. My first priority is I need to make some buildings. We are currently digging through soil, which is how they managed to get through it so quickly. We'll just have a check. Clay cavern floor. Wonderful. I need to choose a spot for my main staircase. How much room have we got? Oh, it's reasonably spacious down here. I think I'd like my staircase around here. So I'm going to ask them to dig some more. So you can see the watery bits are flashing. That's just a warning that if you dig there, bad things will happen. And since this is my main entrance to the fortress, I think I'm going to dig it out a little wider. Just along here, and in fact, let's make it a little longer, because I do want to put a staircase in the middle there. Right, and unpause, and here they come. Now, while they're doing that, need something going on outside as well. I'm going to Designate chop down trees. There's a big tree just here. Let's get rid of that one. There's a couple more trees there. Let's go for that. Unpause, and the miners should be mining, and the woodcutters should be felling. And there we have it. A nice pile of logs. Good work by our miners, and it's time to build a staircase. Not as easy a matter as it sounds. Now what we want here is a stair that goes downwards. You may notice in the menu there are multiple types of stairs. There are upstairs, downstairs, and up and downstairs. And believe me, you need to figure out those ones pretty quick. We're going to have a great big 3x3 staircase. Go, dwarves, go! As you can see, we've got trees felled outside. It's all looking pretty good. Our guys are doing a nice job here. And what we can see here is this nice little orange patch. That is where our staircase is. Loamy sand wall. Right. What I'm going to do here is another staircase. This one's going to be an up and down staircase. Yeah, stairs that go in both directions. And they look like that. And if we wait a moment... Where are they? Oh, we have to unpause, of course. Here they come. They've dug it out for me, and on the next floor down we have a new type of soil. It is sand. Let's have some more stairs. One useful thing the game does do is remember what kind of thing you'd just been building. Where have they gone? Oh, they're all hanging around on the surface for some reason. Can't tell you why. Well, let's leave that for the moment. The next thing I'm going to build is a storage area, because stockpiles are really useful. So we're going to designate again. This time we are mining again. I'm going to have a nice big stockpile on this top floor. I think we're going to have it there. You can use tab to make big squares, so let's dig out the whole of that area. While they're doing that, I shall realise that I messed up designating those stairs. Right, while they're digging that, I will try and remember how to make a stockpile. I have a vague memory it's the letter P, and I am correct. We are going to make initially a generic stockpile, so just let them finish, and now we can build it. There is our stockpile. Now what I really need to do here is remember how to do custom settings. Right, so we are going to enable absolutely everything except corpses and refuse. That seems unlikely, believe me. At some point you're going to need a corpse pile. Right, so we've allowed everything except corpses and refuge, which means dwarfs should now bring their stuff indoors. All of that wood you can see, they're going to carry it inside. Well, I hope they are. Well, we have a message down at the bottom here. Kitcrossed Castart Hunter cancels hunt. No ammunition. That is a fair reason to cancel a hunt. Good point, Kitcrossed. Now, what you may not realise here is that you can actually rename these dwarves. So, if you'd like me to name a dwarf after you, if you want to join this fortress while it's still lovely and before it becomes the hellscape that fortresses inevitably become, then absolutely get in touch. Tell me what you want to name the dwarf. Now, next question is, why are they not bringing stuff indoors? It started raining. They have plenty of stuff they could be bringing indoors. So at this point, I'm going to switch to a different utility. I'm going to open up a program called Dwarf Therapist. Let's see if I can switch over Streamlabs to show you that. No, I'm afraid that will have to wait for a future episode. I'm off to psychoanalyse some dwarves. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. I will be back with more dwarf tales in future. Goodbye.